And this is The End Show. And I'm your host, Gus Summer. It's good to be back with you today. We got another great show. That's right. We are broadcasting live from the Sunset Strip in the entertainment capital of the world, Hollywood. And we have in-studio guests, the boys of summer. Craig.
Hey,
there they are.
Yeah, I guess.
That's Craig, Jim, Chris, Billy, and Daryl. Nice guys. Thank you for being in studio.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm looking forward to that. Who does not like or love the Eagles? I
I've
can't.
not met anybody yet.
I have.
Have you?
I have.
No, you have not.
I swear.
I've-
I've had people come up to me. I hate the Eagles.
Really?
I have, yeah. But it's like, I hate Journey.
Yeah.
Big Lebowski. I'll second that one.
Everybody's got their whole deal going
How can
on.
you hate Journey?
You know what, man? I'm an Eagles fan.
I hate Journey of all groups.
Yeah. No. But Journey, they do a fine job.
Did a fine job.
Yeah.
Did it.
Yeah, right. You know, it's. Have you heard the that new singer from where is
Yeah.
he from?
Philippines.
Indonesia or
Yeah.
somewhere?
The Philippines.
He's actually pretty. I saw him on TV. He's pretty good.
Oh, he's great, but he's not Steve.
Yeah,
No.
he's not
You're right.
Steve.
Yeah, but they got him from another Journey tribute band. That's where they found him.
Yep.
Right. Didn't they see him on YouTube or they saw
They
a video
found
or
him-
something like that? Right.
The keyboard player Jonathan Kane saw him on YouTube and called at 2 o'clock our time in the morning and called Neil Sean in the middle of the night, and they called him up I think it was the middle of the night there. They woke him up in the middle of the night in the Philippines and
All
said,
relative, yeah.
"Hey, it's Jonathan Kane here, and
Probably thought one of his friends was
I got-
BSing him.
I got Neil Sean on the phone. We're interested in having you fly over tomorrow." He said, "Who the hell is this?"
Yeah. Right.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. I would. I don't know what you would do with that because you have like Queen. You know, they get different singers coming in, but how could you replace Freddie Mercury?
Right.
Same with Steve Perry. How could you replace these guys? Yeah.
I enjoyed Paul Rogers trying to.
Paul Rogers is great.
That was a good call.
Yeah, but they should have left it like Led Zeppelin did. John's gone, band's over.
That's
Nice.
I agree.
Right. So there we go. We digress to other bands, but no, it's music and it's wonderful. But but the Eagles, yeah,
Eagles.
they are one of those iconic bands. I think there isn't a person in the world that doesn't know a song of theirs, who can't step out as soon as the radio turns on, start singing it. Without the little hums.
I'm thinking of a tribe in Africa
That may
dancing
not-
to Hotel California right now.
Thinking about Albertsons going that style,
That's right. You can find it everywhere. So tell me, I know we got some of your music to listen to, but want to know how you guys got together. I mean, your love for the Eagles, obviously.
Well, we've just always been in love with playing other people's music so much that sometimes we put our own efforts aside. And it was a carefree, fun-loving bunch. And as soon as we figured out how to play a few Eagles songs, so hey man, we got to do more of this. So that's the way it worked out.
That was it. So what was the first Eagles song that you guys
Take it
performed?
easy. I think.
Take It Easy.
With Dean Knight and Jerry Kelsey.
Back in the day, yeah.
Wow.
That was the late '70s.
Really? That,
Late 70s.
nice. I remember the 70s, so I'm with you.
Probably current.
Must not have much fun.
I snuck in here and there. So then you guys just were musicians in other bands, and you knew each other, and then you guys, hey, let's get together.
Well,
Excuse me.
it's kind of a long process. Me and Daryl have been playing together since like 1970.
Wow.
High school.
High school. And then we had a party band that
Middle
we
school
had
friend.
and we just always did cover tunes.
Right.
We were doing all the Leonard Skinner, Marshall Tucker, Southern rock was real big back
Wow.
then, Outlaws. And so when the Eagles came on the scene, we were going, yeah, listen to this stuff. It was all the ingredients that we really enjoyed. The vocals, the guitar, the harmonies, the production, their whole way of layering all their stuff. And once we figured all that out, we had a bass player that played with us back then that kind of showed us the formula that they were using, and we were starting to pick all this intricate stuff out. And so we learned Take It Easy, a couple of Tequila Sunrise.
One of these nights.
One of these nights
One of these
back
nights.
then. And
Nice.
and the rest was history. But the beauty of this band is we all do other projects, solo stuff and everything, but this band since 1970 till now has always been about playing cover tunes.
Nice.
So, when we got into doing this tribute thing, it was just an easy rollover where we wanted to go, because we knew that this guy here had the pipes for the Don Henley stuff. And, we just said, well, what do we want to do? And, it just went, my brother had mentioned one time that Daryl sounded like Don Henley and we should work up Into the Innocence.
He was stretching, but I just thought to myself, when I grow up, I want to be in a band that sounds like that.
So here are the Boys of Summer.
but the dreams I've seen lately keep on turning out and burning out and turning out the same. So put me on a highway and show me a sign. Take it to the limit one more time. You can spend all your time making money. You can spend all your love making time. If it all fell to pieces tomorrow, but you still be mine. And when you're looking for your freedom, nobody seems to care. And you can't find the door, can't find it anywhere. And there's nothing to believe in. Still you're coming back, you're running back, you're coming back for more. So put me on a highway and show me a sign. Take it to the limit one more time. Take it to the limit. Take it to the limit. Take it to the limit one more time. Take it to the limit. Take it to the limit. Take it to the limit one more time. Take it to the limit. Take it to the limit. Take it to the limit one more time.
Hey, fantastic. Yeah, it sounded like I was listening to the Eagles there.
Thank you.
That
Thank you.
man. So, I got to take a quick break, but when we get back, I want to talk about your other projects. Some of your upcoming tours. I know we got plenty of music to play in our next segment. So, guys, again, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
You got it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, well, this is Gus Summers, and you're listening to The In Show. And we have in-studio guests, the boys of summer, Craig, Jim, Chris, Billy, and Daryl. We're going to have a lot more of them in our next segment, so you hang in there. We'll be right back. And this is The In Show. And I'm your host, Gus Summers. It's good to be back with you today. And we have in-studio guests, the boys of summer.
Yeah,
there
the
they
In
are.
Show.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm in on the In Show.
Wow. Unprovoked, uninitiated, that was all of free will. Thank you very much. Boy, constant entertainers there.
We don't get out of our cages much.
And we bring earplugs when we do. Wait a second, that's not an earplug. It's not an earplug.
Oh, look at that. And do want to give, you just brought her up, want to give a quick shout out to Sharon Rex and
Michael Casey.
Love you,
and
Sharon.
Michael Casey.
Michael, we love you, man.
Love you guys. That's right. That's right. I know Michael was playing with you for a number of years. Am I correct?
Did our
Yes.
first show with us at the House of Blues.
Really?
2004. Yes.
2 songs into it, his amp blew up. Great way to start it off.
I got it. This is good.
House of Blues crew had a twin reverb set up behind him before the song was over.
Is that right? Aren't they on it?
Seamless.
Yeah, totally on it.
Boom. Fantastic. How was that? How was that when your first gig when you guys was it the whole group?
Well, we thought we had a huge draw, but then it turns out we opened for Led Zeppelin again, and Jimmy Page was actually attending the show, and so we didn't know how much of the draw we could claim. Really, but we did have a good time.
And of course everyone knew the song, so
Yeah,
that's so
exactly.
perfect. So of course you were the draw. You can
That's
see
right.
That's right.
Mom,
Eagles
thank
or
you, Mom.
Zeppelin?
Couldn't get a better combination. But do want to ask each of you just a little bit about yourselves. Daryl, let me start with you. You were singing since you were young, since junior high. You were saying?
Oh yeah. My folks were deep into gospel. My father was second tenor in the Gospel 4 Quartet, and they toured the Bible Belt with the Statesmen and Blackwood Brothers, and some of Elvis's favorites, by the way.
Wow.
And we have memories of our first home, a 32-foot Blue Moon trailer. No, Blue Moon's a beer, a Half Moon trailer, I guess. Anyways, that was our first home, and we took it all across the Midwest on those tours, and just had a wonderful time. My first memories.
Wow, amazing. So you're literally singing since you were a child?
Yeah, I think they put a pillow over my face in the crib, probably.
So the wailing was actually
Yeah.
singing. I gotcha. And Chris, how about you?
Me?
Yeah, you, my brother. Time
Born
at the
in
beginning.
Canada, and in Canada, you're compelled to take music from kindergarten. So I was playing the piano at 3.5, and by 5 or 6, I was already playing classical piano for in examinations, Conservatory of Canada, for $5,000 every 6 months, and just kept on playing classical music all my life till about 25, and put that behind me and went rock and roll.
No.
1925, right?
So you could and you play. You said you play piano, right?
Piano,
And you
yeah.
also vocals.
Lots of vocals, yep. I do all the Glenn Frey vocal patterns and vocal songs in the Eagles that we do. Already Gone, and
Wow.
obviously
Lion Eyes.
Lion Eyes, and the one, even a couple Joe Walsh tunes because it's fun.
That's right. That's right. So,
Joe is fun.
He's the life of the party.
so let me ask: do you ever break out in a classical piece while you're on stage, warming up,
we
or?
break out in a little
Daryl.
boogie woogie. I no classical, but we get into some good Maple Leaf Rag, Scott Joplin, and some boogie woogie.
I think we got a
Bobby
little
Hancock.
Flight of the Bumblebee out of him one time.
Nice. We got a couple more songs. So let's see.
I'd love to hear Best of My Love.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do Best of My Love?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a long one.
Oh, perfect. Then we'll play that one first. All right. So here are the Boys of Summer and Best of My Love.
Yeah.
Every night I'm lying in bed, holding you close in my dreams, thinking about all the things that we said, coming apart at the seams. We try to talk it over, but the words come out too rough. I know you were trying to give me the best of your love. Beautiful faces and loud empty places. Look at the way that we live, wasting our time on cheap talk and wine. Left us so little to give. That same old pride was like a cold dark cloud that we could never rise above. But here in my heart, I give you the best of my love. Oh, get the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, you get the best of my love. I'm going back in time and it's a sweet dream. It was a quiet night and I would be alright if I could go on sleeping. But every morning I wake up and hurry. What's gonna happen today? You see it your way and I see it mine, but we both see it slipping away. I know we always had each other, baby. I guess that wasn't enough. Oh, but here in my heart, I give you the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, you get the best of my love. The best of my love. Sweet darling, you get the best of my love. The best of my love. Sweet darling, you get the best of my love. The best of my love. Sweet darling, you get the best of my love.
Well, fantastic. That was a great sound. Craig, I want to ask you, you're the one who put all these songs together. When you arrange the albums, or is it just who it falls on anybody in particular?
You know what? It was a bit of a Frankenstein project, but we basically just got everybody in the studio kind of individually to add their parts.
Oh, okay.
And collectively kind of assembled it. It wasn't the way we would have liked to have done it ideally. I mean,
Right.
in a perfect world, you get a multi-track in a live situation.
Right.
Difficult and expensive. We're just not quite there yet, so we sort
Right.
of just had to piecemeal it. But everything you hear is the band.
Yeah, fantastic.
That's the real deal.
Sounds great. Sounds great. And we got plenty of other songs to listen to. So I want to get into your guys' story as well. I know you guys all have lengthy musical stories and histories, so I'd like to do that. And again, we're going to take a quick break. Guys, thank you for coming in. Really excited.
Yowza.
Hey, well, this is Gus Summers, and you're listening to The In Show. And we have in-studio guests, the boys of summer, Craig, Jim, Chris, Billy, and Daryl. We're going to have a lot more of
Boys
that.
of Summer with Gus Summer.
All right, did you hear that? Boys of Summers with Gus Summers. Hey, all right. Am I unofficially part of the band somehow?
18th member.
All right, love it, love it. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, so you hang in there, and we'll be right back. This is The In Show, and I'm your host, Gus Summer. It's good to be back with you today. That's right, we got the boys of summer in studio. Craig, Jim, Chris. Yeah, that's it. That was Chris himself, Billy, and Daryl. Fantastic. You guys, your sound,
Pretty close, huh?
beyond that, pure. You guys, I mean, you can hear in your playing that you guys love this stuff. There's nothing more soothing when you hear a musician do his thing.
The right way.
The right way, or just giving their heart out. Boom, you guys just, hit it wonderful. Jim, I want to ask you, how you got started. I know you and Daryl go back quite a bit of ways. Junior high as well, you started, or?
Yeah, I started, younger than that. My dad, my whole family's a big musical family. And my dad had me playing flute at 4 years old. And by the time I hit 6, I said, Dad, this flute ain't cutting it. I want to play drums. So I bugged him till I was about 8. Every time we went to the musicians union, when he'd go down and pick up his residual checks and hang out with the guys down there was a little place there called Gaines and Stein, right here in Hollywood.
Right.
And he'd take me in there and I'd look at the drumsticks and he said, well, maybe we'll get you a set of drumsticks today, Jimmy. I'm 8 years old. And he says, what you're going to have to do, we're not going to get any drums, but you're going to have to get this practice pad. And so he sent me
Nice.
out of there with drumsticks and a practice pad, and hooked me up with a drum teacher here in town who my dad used to play with, who was actually the father of the Mouseketeer drumming wonder, Cubby O'Brien.
Cubby
I
O'Brien.
remember Cubby O'Brien.
And I took lessons from Hack O'Brien, Cubby's dad, for years and years and years, and finally bought my first snare drum with my paper route, and got my first drum set from Sears, and everything else just fell into place, and
Wow,
got lots of support from my family, and
great story.
away I went.
Yeah.
Now we try to get him to play a different flute.
Dun, yeah.
Sucker pig.
And Craig, how about you? What was your first love in music?
Well, I started pretty young. I actually played banjo. I
Nice.
remember hearing the Beverly Hillbillies theme.
Yeah.
And I told my folks, I said, I want to learn banjo. So they very proudly gave me a 4-string banjo, which is essentially a plectrum banjo, which is something more like Dixieland.
Eddie Peabody.
Oh, okay.
Flat and Scruggs, I guarantee you Earl Scruggs never played a 4-string banjo. So I ended up playing Chinatown, and that was as close as I could get. And finally I figured it out, and then I said, screw this. So I got a guitar, and then I moved on from there. And,
Okay.
just been
So then
playing
he joined
bands.
Glenn Campbell.
Yeah, there's
Glenn
probably a
Kemp.
few years in between there.
A few years.
Few
But
years.
I went through the whole circuit from surf music to reggae to
Wow.
played with a lot of Motown acts for a while, a lot of rockabilly.
Yeah.
Played with the Beach Boys for a while, and Roger Miller, and just a ton of crazy shit.
Wow. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. So when you play banjo now?
You know, enough just not to terribly embarrass myself.
Okay.
Just enough.
Or admit.
Or- So primarily now the guitar.
Yeah, absolutely. Guitar. I do play enough keyboards. For Glenn, I used to. It was the first synthesizers in the late '70s, and so I got the first Jupiter 8. So we used to do "I Am a Lineman for the County."
Oh, that
I did
killed
the- I did the
Oh,
strings, and
nice.
people were literally walking up going, "How did you do that?" Because there was, and I had
start
an art
bawling
string
if you
machine.
keep it
There was
up.
no really recreation of that at the time, so it was a kind of a shock. So I had a guitar in my back, and then I would turn around and do the.
Wow.
We have a song called "The Sad Cafe." Well, it's
Okay.
not our song, but
Right.
but at the end, towards the end of it, Craig and I switch off, and he takes over my keyboards, and I go back over to his microphone and play the saxophone solo at the end of that. But
Wow.
he's playing the keyboards in the band.
Again, just enough not to embarrass myself.
Right.
But I
Right.
still do it.
So you toured with Glenn towards the end of the 70s? With Glenn Campbell, you toured with him at the end of the 70s or
You know,
mid
yeah,
70s?
actually it was from 78 to about 86, so it was almost
Okay.
9 years. It was
Yeah.
in his salad days, I don't know what you call it,
Right,
but he
right.
was a big star.
Right, right. Did you see his TV show?
Yeah, we actually did the second Glenn Campbell show in 1981. We did about 24 shows. It was kind of forgotten, but
Right.
we got to work with
I can
the most
imagine.
amazing people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that your polyester?
Yeah.
You still got your powder blue outfit?
Polyester. We had played the White House. I had polyester bell bottoms on.
Nice.
1976.
You played the
Right.
White House.
Yeah, with Roger Miller. And
Wow.
Who was president way back then?
That would have been.
that was Ford.
That was
actually.
Ford. Oh, during Ford.
Bicentennial.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so 76.
Are we dating ourselves?
No,
Totally.
Not, like a fine wine.
So you're how old?
and Billy, how about you?
Well, in junior high, I started out as a drummer. I was always playing drums in the school band and singing in the school chorus. And it didn't take me long to figure out that the girls weren't paying attention to the drums. And I was in Mexico with my folks one time, and I fancied.
Jimmy. And I looked at Jimmy. What's he doing over
The
there?
little drummer boy.
I fancied a guitar hanging from the rack, and within a couple of minutes, I didn't know my stepfather could even speak Spanish, but he haggled the guy down. I could see his wheels turning.
Right.
Acoustic guitar, drums. And 5 minutes later, it was in my hands.
Wow.
And I've been playing guitar since then, and bass. I started playing when I was a teenager, and just worked my way through whoever offered the job, bass, guitar, whatever it took. And I've been playing bass with these two guys since 1982. In fact, October 1982. So that makes it 31 years.
Wait a minute, 92,
82.
02,
Yeah.
12,
31 years.
31.
Yeah.
That's worth a pin.
That's that's worth a
Bing,
pay.
bing, 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 winner.
They actually gave me a plaque on my 25th year. So
Really? Wow.
Really?
That's right.
And
Yeah.
Dennis
Am I going to
painted
get a
all
plaque?
You start getting your placards when you're 5 years in.
Okay, my first plaque. I'm only 3 years in, 4 years in.
4 years in.
Don't
Wow.
get that mixed up with a placard.
You guys, all you guys have great stories, and your whole life is music. That's fantastic.
Well, pretty much, here's the beauty of this band. We are not creative, except for our creation of the Eagles material that we want to be specific on. But we don't have any of that creative stuff that kills bands going on. You know, original projects, you know, business transactions, all
Herpes.
that. Yeah. Who wrote what? Yeah. None of that stuff. This is all about we have so much fun and we really dig the people that we play music with. And, you know, from that, you know, Chris is one of the top 5 chefs for the catering business for Hollywood in Los Angeles. Billy is an amazing tile contractor. Craig has his own recording studio, and Daryl is a paving contractor. You know, so we all have, you know, and I had my business, you know, here for many years, and I just recently moved full-time to Grand Junction, or actually Fruita, Colorado.
Get that in, Fruita.
Fruita.
With an A, fruit with an A. So we all have regular jobs and families, and we love our families, and you know
Don't forget the pets.
and the pets. Yeah. But we're able to. Our families are supportive of this, and without them, we would not be able to do this.
That's right.
And when we go out,
And thank you all you guys out there that help us.
yeah,
right.
absolutely. We go out, we bring money home. You know, it's about going out and having a good time, playing music that you love, and being around people that you really like. Or this
Right.
wouldn't work at all.
Amen.
That's
Wow.
what it's all
Fantastic.
And we've had several incarnations of this band, but I don't think any of them reach the chemistry we have right now,
Oh,
which is amazing.
It's a
Because
pretty dangerous chemistry, which is what really, in my opinion, makes us the top Eagle band in this country, probably the world. And that's just not me talking, it's me talking.
right,
But people know, and then I see a lot, I'm not going to mention any names, but there's a lot of Eagle tribute bands out there.
Right.
They are young pups who really haven't lived through that generation and seen
Right.
I think you just started a war.
it. We did see it. We were there, so we're living it. And when people see us on stage, I really do feel like they see the danger in us. We're not going to beat somebody up. We're not that kind of danger, but we really do have an element with us that is living on the edge, and you know, life in the fast lane. We're doing it, man.
Yes.
We beat ourselves
Fantastic.
up enough.
yeah.
Right. Fantastic. Fantastic. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a quick break. That way we have a longer last segment. We can play a couple more songs. Because I love just talking to you guys. Thank you for sharing your stories.
Pleasure's ours.
All right. Fantastic. Hey, well, this is Gus Summers, and you're listening to The In Show. We have in-studio guests, the boys of Summer, Daryl, Billy, Chris, Jim, and Craig. And I promise we're going to have more of their music in our next segment. It was nice getting to know these guys. So you hang in there. We'll be right back. This is Gus Summers, and you're listening to The In Show. We have in-studio guests, the boys of Summer, Craig, Jim, Chris, Billy, and Daryl. Again, guys, love your sound. You can hear the love that you have, the quality of your hard work that comes through your music.
Thank
Man,
you.
We try to keep
Thank you, Don and Glenn.
It really does come out of the chest for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, fantastic,
those-
fantastic.
You know, it's like have those songs to try and channel them, you know, and present them with the love and care and respect for those guys.
Thank you, Mr. Henley and Mr. Fry.
That's right. They always thinking like when we're on stage is like, what if they were right there watching us?
Yeah,
We'd have Irvin Azoff at backstage with a cease and desist.
Don't flatter yourself.
We already got the letter.
Where's my cut?
But I do want to give you a chance to mention, I know you guys got some touring this weekend, and you got some great gigs coming up for this following year, please.
We'd leaving tomorrow morning. We're playing Sammy Hagar's little bar he's got. Was fair-sized bar outside of Sacramento called Sammy's Rockin' Island Bar.
Neighbor.
In Roseville, California.
Roseville, yeah. We'll
Downtown
come down and
Roseville.
come down the next night. Playing a great little town that I always pass up on the freeway. Never knew it was really a town called Newman, but they have a great little town there in an old 100-year-old theater. We're going to play Saturday night.
A Huell Hauser special.
Yes.
Huell Hauser's right.
Absolutely.
What?
California's gold right there.
Yeah.
Hello,
I think
Newman.
I thought I saw that episode. It is a little town, right? I do
Beautiful.
remember
It's an
that.
ornate theater. They've really restored it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's
Pride. It's
wonderful.
fantastic.
People are super. They love, we played up there last year. They loved us, and
Yeah.
we're really glad to be going back.
That's
And
amazing.
then we're gonna keep on hammering out through the year. A couple of our great gigs we got coming up December 28th,
27th, I think.
27th,
28th.
and 28th in Oakland at the Paramount Theater. We're playing with George Lopez,
Nice. Okay.
and then off to
Grand Junction.
Grand Junction, Colorado for New Year's Eve, and then we're just going, and we're doing top. We leave here,
the
Oregon,
the Northwest tour.
Northwest,
Washington, Idaho, Montana, South
Beautiful.
Dakota.
Into the Midwest, yeah.
Everywhere from
North
Seattle
Dakota.
everywhere from Seattle to Deadwood.
Wow.
And the shows are coming in by the day right now, so that tour's really starting to look fun.
Beautiful.
Again, thank you, Eagles.
That's right. That's
Don't
right.
tell our wives.
So they can find out all this information on your Facebook website and
boysofsummertribute.com.
nice. And the Facebook the same, Boys of Summer Tribute.
That's right, facebook.boysofsummertribute.com.
Okay. Of course, they can get more information for our good
And
friend.
please like our page.
Oh yes, yes.
There's no dislike button, so you only like.
And they can also get information from our good friend Doug Deutsch.
Doug Deutsch.
Yes,
So he's a friend, a good friend of the End Show. Be sure to throw that out for him.
absolutely.
All
Our
right.
little Philadelphia friend.
That's right. All right, so we have time for a couple more songs. I got to throw this one in. Hotel California, of course. Is that one of... It's probably like asking you, can you pick one of your children? So are there a few songs that just speak to you? Is this one of them? And it speaks to, the listener. Does it speak to you guys?
Generally, I'm a B-side guy. My favorite
Are you?
Eagles songs are the ones that don't get played. But
Nice.
as far as terms of correspondence and good reactions that we get, this is definitely the top of the line.
Yeah, fantastic. You are the Boys of Summer. Their cover of Hotel California.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. And up ahead at the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lift up the candle, and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor, but I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise, what a nice surprise for your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice, and she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chambers, they gathered for the feast, stabbed it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Next thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find a passage back to the place I was before. Good night, said the nightman. We are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
All right. Well, guys, we're almost at the end of the show, and we still got so much more music that we could play. But you brought me a wonderful CD, so I'll be playing that for the next
All right.
few little bit. But do want to, tell you guys thank you for sharing your music. Thank you for sharing your stories. It's fantastic.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you
Yes,
for
thank
having
you
us.
so much, man.
I had
we love your crib here.
Oh,
Makes us
thank you.
feel at home.
And
It's a very homey feel.
Place.
any gigs down here in the next few months?
Some private corporate parties that we can't bring people to. They're very private.
Okay. Very nice. Understand. I'm done, though.
Triple secret friend.
and then you'll be touring Washington and everything.
2014.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. I look forward to it. Guys, again, thank you for taking the time, and no need to say good luck to you guys because you guys are already seasoned professionals.
I guess we're pretty good looking.
Got a face for radio.
Yes.
Hey, that's my line.
You think it's radio?
Yeah, Face for Radio. That's
Thanks, Gus, for having us.
my pleasure.
Boys of Summer and KCRLA. KCLA.
Hey, fantastic. All right.
Yeah, hey.
All right.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. All right. Do want to give one last shout out to our good friends, Michael Casey and Sharon Rex. I know they're
Mikey.
listening.
Doug Deutsch
Doug
and all our
Deutsch.
families.
That's right. That's right. Guys,
Thanks to our wives for putting up with us.
amen to that one.
Who said they're putting up with us?
Yeah.
They're using
We
the
won't
charge
go there.
car somewhere.
Since I'm married.
All right. There. All right, guys. Again,
Better
thank
edit
you.
that one out.
We will. Anyway, this is Gus Summers, and you're listening to The In Show. And we had in-studio guests, the boys of summer. That was Craig, Jim, Chris, Billy, and Daryl. And, of course, you can visit them at their Facebook and at their.com. You can find out their touring dates. And, of course, you can visit us at theinshow.com, where you'll be able to hear this interview and everything else that we are doing and have done. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, Gus has left the building.